Alright guys, so in today's video we are going to focus on how I like to highlight short hair. We're also going to be cutting her hair a little bit and giving her just like a sassy fun chop. Her goal for today is to be a lot brighter. We want to ash it out a little bit, brighten it up, but she also wants to be pretty rooted and lived in so that she can have low maintenance and go a while between hair appointments because she is a busy mom of 2. So we are doing a full head of baby lights right here, and I'm using 2 different foils, and I wanted to explain why. I have these Product Club foils, and that's what I'm using for the majority of her hair. I'm just doing really fine baby lights. I'm doing them pretty close together because we're wanting to brighten her up, but it's not like tightly packed like I would do if I wanted to take her just really blonde to the root all over. Since she does want something a little more lived in, I can space them out a little bit more, and that way we're going to have that depth and definition in between the foils. So that's what I'm doing here, and then you can see on the other side how I have some Framar foils. That's what I'm using around the hairline for the money piece so that I can distinguish which ones are the money pieces and then which ones are the regular foils. In these regular foils, I'm using 20 volume with OxyCure, and of course I'm using Olaplex as well. And then when I'm doing the bang and the hairline area, I'm going in with these Framar foils and I'm using 10 volume with Olaplex, of course. So that way we have a different developer on her hairline so that we're not doing anything to those more fragile hairs. And having that hairline in those different foils just kind of helps me differentiate so that I can check on the hairline, and if I need to rinse them sooner, I can, just because those hairs are a little more fragile, so I want to make sure they're staying healthy during the process. So I am just doing the highlights here in those money piece foils. I did do 1 or 2 slices in the beginning, and then I just did really tightly packed baby lights to finish off the money piece, and then I'm just transitioning back into the regular highlights right here. As soon as I am done with all of the baby lights, I'm going to go through and tease out some of her ends. I'm taking a very fine section, teasing it out, and then I'm just taking a slice, and I'm doing the 10 volume again, and I am just going to be painting this on the ends. This is going to help pop those ends out so that we get a brighter appearance on some of them. It's also going to help with that rooted look that has brighter ends, because then the ends are going to pop a little more in certain areas, and this is just going to kind of help open the cuticle and take the toner better as well. And make sure you watch Stu's video, because for my video, I'm focusing on what I'm doing in the front of the head as far as highlighting and toning goes. And then his video is going to focus on what he did on the back of the head for highlighting and toning as well. All right, so we let her process for about an hour. She lifted really, really well. She's about a level 9-10, and she lifted awesome. Her natural level is a really good, just level 7, so I didn't foresee any issues with the lifting, which is amazing. So we are now just going through and brushing. We did shampoo her, and she has Olaplex on her mids to ends. I'm using the blending comb, and Piper is using the multi-use brush. These are both really great for combing out wet hair at the bowl. And then we are going to be applying our root smudge and toner. All right, so I'm now going in and applying that root color. We did have some depth left in her hair, as you can see, because I left some subsections, but I'm also going in here and applying that root to bring it down a little bit further, and to also just create that rooted look that's a little brighter in the front and deeper down in the back. The root color we are using is Goldwell Colorant 7N7NA. This matches her natural really well, and honestly, it's just one of my go-to formulations because it works really well on most blondes. We typically let this process for about 15 minutes to give us good coverage and good blending, and I am using that multi-use brush to kind of just work it through her ends as well. We do have the Olaplex on the end, so it's not going to carry the color down there. It's just helping everything blend really well. Piper's doing the other side, mimicking what I did, and then as you can see, we do have her hairline sectioned off, and we're actually not going to be touching that except for with toner because I want to keep this piece really bright. Now I'm taking that hairline area and I am applying the toner. This is Redken Shades EQ 10P 9V 9GI. Adding a little bit of GI in there helps reflect and it helps it actually look brighter. I know adding a gold iridescence in wouldn't be like your first go-to, and normally you'd be like, oh, adding gold into an ashy blonde, that's not what I want to do, but the gold iridescence helps reflect light, like I said, and it actually makes it appear more ashy and a little brighter. So that's a little trick we like to use. I add it to all of my bright blondes and it's amazing. Her color turned out so good. I am living for this bright blonde with the rooty in between color, and the bright blonde in the front you guys will see is amazing. Now we're giving her a fresh chop. She wanted a couple inches off, and she honestly wanted it sitting above her shoulders. She was so brave to go this short, but honestly, she rocks it. This is like the perfect haircut for a mom because it's so low maintenance, so easy, and her kids aren't going to be tugging on it, and it's honestly so modern and so cute. It's not like the typical mom haircut. So we took it a little bit shorter in the back. We did some layering to give it some texture, and then I'm just thinning it out right here, but it seriously looks so good on her. If you guys would like a haircut tutorial, let me know. So we are just styling her up with a 1-inch iron. It looks so, so cute. I love that this cut can be worn both straight and in a beach wave. Let me know if you guys liked this video and if you would like more like these in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.